Hey guys, what's going on? Zephyrnix here. So today we're going to take a look at DarkSpore for Nintendo. No, I was kidding. Actually from EA here. Now this is actually kind of a dark turn on the actual original Spore game. It's actually pretty good. Now first of all, let's go ahead and jump into what you can do here. Basically, when you're doing this, you pretty much can choose between multiple characters that you have available. These are the ones that I have available right here in blue. And there's plenty of other ones that are actually in red here that I will be able to collect at a later date. So right now, these are the ones that I currently have active right now that I can choose at my convenience here. I'll go ahead and show you what the editor looks like really fast here. So this is basically the editor. It allows you to go ahead and add on different things, you know, different equipment, things of that nature. And as you see here, this is a Plasma type and a Ravager class. His name is Blitz. So I didn't name him, by the way. But yeah, he's a Plasma type, DarkSpore. He's a Ravager class. Ravager class, I guess, means kind of like a melee extremely hand-to-hand combat kind of thing, you know? He's hero level 1. So let me explain to you how to go ahead and up his levels. Pretty simple, actually. Give him equipment. Seriously, that's it. That's it. No more. So let me give you an example here. Here's a little item here, I like here. Put that on his face here, just for kicks here. Bang. Notice how his stats, he went up to level 3 here. Only because, like, the stats, you know, it's like, you got to have a certain amount of stats in order to reach that level. I mean, it's a pretty decent thing here. You can also add this, it looks like. Okay, you can't. So you can only add like one thing from different things. That's fine. I actually did not know that. So then you can also add a couple things here. Now this is a actual, he's a melee class, so we definitely need to go ahead and make sure that we don't do anything stupid here. So we need to make sure that he has some attack points here. So he's like level 4 right now, which is great. And that's pretty much it for that one. So that's pretty much equipment. Then you can go ahead and give him a color. For example, all you got to do is click on, for example, this one. And it'll give him a color. It's got the little hot pink on. Now, I actually like the red one. Makes him look a little more dangerous here. So I'm going to go ahead and leave him with the red right here. And then, of course, here you can click on for extra detail stuff. Like, you know, needles and things of that nature. They don't have no effect on your stats whatsoever. So we're not too worried about them right now. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and jump into a game real quick and show you exactly how it is when you're playing a game. So we're going to go ahead to the navigation computer. And this one pretty much goes start you off. Now you got PvP, which by the way I have yet to unlock PvP just yet, but I'm pretty sure I'll get there eventually. You know, this one's actually the solo or co-op campaign. You can also choose, like if I wanted to, I can also choose Matchmaker, which allows me to go ahead and choose a kind of an online game. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys what the gameplay looks like here. So we're going to go ahead and choose the second stage here, just kind of give you a glimpse on what's to come. I'm guessing this is your spaceship or something like that. At any rate, so these are different characters that you can choose from here. This is my squad down here, which we'll get to, and like who's in the squad in a minute. But these are the characters that you'll actually see in here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go in. Now, before I go in, I want to let you know too, if you look at the bottom here, you'll see those arrows pointing up and pointing down. This basically allows you, like basically you're going to a certain type of planet, right? And it kind of tells you, like, you know, if you have a bonus on this planet. For example, this guy has a bonus. So we'll get into all that in a minute though. So let's go ahead down there to the planet and see exactly what's going on down there. So as you see, the loading time will not take long at all, if at all. Here we go. So bang, there you are. As you see here, it's a plant planet. And you can also see my hero's profile. So this is Blitz. He's a Storm Striker. That's his title. He's a Plasma type, I stated before, and a Plasma type in a Ravager class. He's a Hero 4. We just made him a Hero 4. And so he has all these different moves they can choose from. Basically, it works pretty much like Diablo here. So if you look down below, here's your health, your power, your level, your entire level, like your whole entire, like it's Zephyrnix level, not Zephyrnix, like not Blitz's level, you know. Right here you have your different attacks. I'll go ahead and show you. First of all, the regular attack, which is used with the mouse here. That's your regular attack. That's the first one there. Then you have the second one, which is Ride the Lightning, which is basically a lightning fire attack right there. I'm sorry, no, this is Ride the Lightning. It's a teleportation attack. Put your mouse one spot and just hit the teleportation button and you'll teleport. It takes a little time for it to reload, but let me show you something. So I have the mouse over here and then just hit the teleportation button. And it's also an attack too. So as I stated before, the other attack is called Electro Spear. You know, have the mouse where you want to go and hit Electric Spear. Last but not least, of course, is a Plasma Wraith, which allows me to go ahead and use a shield to protect me. Of course, my power is low because I use that one, but you get the idea. So you get to go ahead and transform to different characters here. For example, the character that has the bonus here is the plant creature guy, and this guy's actually pretty cool. He also has pets. Excuse me. He also has pets that follow him. So that's actually pretty cool. And he's also a range class. But what more? He's actually a for those who don't know, he's actually a support class. So he has different attacks here too. You can use Tree of Life, which allows everyone around him to heal. You can use Enrage, which pretty much gives you an Enrage bonus. So anyone who's he can enhance someone with Enrage and giving them extra stats, extra attack stats. Works out pretty well. Last but not least is one of my favorites, Strangling Bears, which or Brayers, whatever. Basically, what it is it's kind of like a DOT where it drains your health, and at the same time it stops you from moving faster. Things of that nature here. Last but not least, of course, that was. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to click on that. Here's another character we have. This one is Wraith, the Spectre of Vengeance. Now, he has different things, too, here. Here's all the stuff I have on him. Death Embrace, which is actually a pretty cool move here. So, this is Suppressive Blow. As you see here, he has a weapon here, which some classes don't, but this one actually has a weapon. Some classes have weapons, some don't. You can actually change out that weapon, too. Unfortunately, I've noticed that you can only change out to the same type of weapon. So, you can't change it out for nunchucks or swords or, Master Blasters or anything like that. So you have this particular one, which is a area of effect damage, which that would attack hit damage everyone around you. Life Force Siphon, which pretty much, as it sounds like, siphons your life force, which allows them to drain it into you. And then you have Ghost Form, which allows you to go ahead into a ghost formation. Pretty cool. So I'll go ahead and show you now a little bit of gameplay and show you exactly how it plays here. And I'll try to use all three characters before this video ends here. So like I said, Life Siphon is like this. My fault. Wrong attack button. If the character was pretty much had low hit points, so if he had longer hit points, I would have siphoned a little bit more, but he didn't, so oh well. So I can use my area attack spell, which is Deadly Embrace, and it damages everyone around me. I'm going to try to use Siphon again. And see how the points, I'm healing. And there you go. So let's go ahead and do the support class one. I never got his name. Which is your name? Sage. So we're going to show Sage now. Sage has pets. So I can go ahead and buff my pets with Enrage. Which means that he's going to be doing a lot of healing and he's going to do a lot more damaging, which is cool. Now remember, Sage is more so a support class, so he's not going to be in the middle of the fighting. He's going to be out on the outskirts, blasting people from the edge here. Let me show you the DOT one I showed you before. See how his life is draining? Now, it's not going to drain my life, but it will drain his life. Now, also, it might not affect, like I said before, the one thing I like, okay, to be honest with you, this game reminds me of a difference between Pokemon, Digimon, and Diablo. Pokemon and Digimon because, certain attacks will not affect certain classes. For example, if you use a plant-based attack on a plant-based creature, it's not going to really affect it, So that definitely needs to be said here. So that definitely does make the game good. So like I said before, it's like a deep version of it's like a dark version of Pokemon. And you get to control the Pokemon. The DA upgrades the heroes. I'm not exactly sure how it upgrades them yet, but whatever. And let's use the last character here. You guys remember this one is Ravager here, the Blitz guy. Sorry. So he's actually pretty cool. So he's kind of like your melee class, extremely melee, hand-to-hand melee. So I can do different attacks here. So I can do my teleportation attack. I keep always hitting 2 instead of 1. I always get those confused with the way they're here. So I can do here, and then I can use my shield. Because somebody was actually using my... Look at this, I'm not even attacking. So that works out, I thought this one, for a second, I thought this had a, look at that, teleportation.
Insufficient power.
Insufficient power. Okay, fair enough. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and re-heal our powers here. So there's basically two ways you can heal your powers. Of course, you got the healing over time thing, which as usual takes forever. Or what you can do is you can keep killing creatures, and eventually you will come up across some green and blue vials. Just use the blue vials, and the blue vials will actually go ahead and heal your powers here. So
Power reserves low.
there you go. There's a blue vial right there. And as you see right there, I just got some new equipment right there. You can see over there. And it's also, I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but it's for a plant-based creature. So which is fine. So let's go ahead and show you how this guy fights here. As you see, some characters are actually strong, faster than other characters. This character's not as fast as the other characters are. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is actually bad. I wonder if I can drain the life force from it.
Target is required for this ability.
There we go. There's a big guy right there. I had to go ahead and drain his life. Just use my area of effect attack there. And there you go. So my thoughts on the game. I actually kind of like this. You know, I can actually get into this. You know, each character so far, now I've chosen so far 3 characters already, so I haven't really gotten too deep into characters yet, which I will show you in a later video. But from what I can see here, these characters all seem to have a different effects, you know. Let me show you exactly what I'm referring to here. Like, depending on what they have, such as if they're a bio type or a Tempest class, you know, they have different attacks here. So, I mean, they have different attacks, different abilities, just different things all around, you know. And then they, of course, all have their, what do you call that? Like their innate abilities. For this one has Dendrones, which is just spawn two pets. You know, you can see over here. This one has enemies within, like, so all melee enemies have reduced damage. You know, things of that nature. It's definitely a fun game, you know, and it seems to have a lot more. There's a lot more to it than what you might expect. You know, honestly, I mean, I kind of assumed that this was going to be a Spore-ish type of game. But the reality of it is, it's not. It's actually quite a fun game, you know. This one, Deadly Precision, rather. So, haha. Anyway, sorry. And then aside from that, you have characters here who do different things as well. So you never know what they're going to do. For example. Like my character they just set my character to a crazy tailspin for a second there. There we go, I'm back. Yeah, he thought he had me, but he didn't. Caw. I had to change out because I realized that so I'm gonna try to use this spell here. Kind of drain him a little bit. Use Tree of Life there to heal me. Look at that. And I just got some more attack things right there. It's like I said before, it's very reminiscent of Pokemon, Digimon, and Diablo, and it's actually pretty fun, you know? I mean, this is once again a game that requires you to really sit down and really think about what you're going to do and what kind of character that you're going to bring to the actual planet in order to have the best. Or if you don't want to play like that, if you want to go ahead and if you're the kind of guy who, like myself, don't matter the terrain, but you know your skills will bring you through. You know, and like Pokemon and Digimon, or especially Digimon. The reason why I say it's like Digimon is because with Digimon, Digimon only has the Digimon, despite the fact that what they can do, they only have a certain amount of attacks. Where Pokemon has, like, you know, depends on how much you level, you get about, you know, you can get different attacks. Digimon basically have 2, possibly 3 attacks per character, and he does not have more attacks. Crap, the tree's draining my life. He doesn't have any more attacks until he digivolves. So that's pretty much why I was saying that. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the game here. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I will go ahead and show some other things on this game pretty soon here, showing some new characters and things of that nature. I'm definitely thinking that this is actually a really good game. You know, I think this is definitely one of those games that I definitely underestimated. You guys have a good night. Zephyrnix out.